Happy Halloween. After Topher got home, I decided to just have a little bit of quiet time, just me, and continuing listening to and reading Rouge by Mona Awad. I am just about halfway at this point. It's making me feel so disoriented and trippy, and I'm just really enjoying it. And there's just like this overall like eeriness to the narrator's quality on the audiobook, so I'm really enjoying that aspect of it as well. I decided to do a little bit of skincare while listening because this book is making me question why I enjoy skincare so much and why I know all of the words and phrases that are being used with this character's like skincare obsession. So, questioning my life choices here. Partway update on Rouge by Mona Awad. I don't know what chokehold this book has on me right now, but I cannot stop. I am loving this book. I'm finding it so creepy, and as someone who really enjoys like skincare as self-care, when I was listening to it last night, I was like, well, you know what, I'm gonna do a retinol routine and, you know, work on like my anti-aging and my hydration and everything. So it was kind of fun to, you know, be like really leaning into the story there. But there's like this like hypnotic quality to it. Any kind of like mind control or like losing touch with reality and that kind of thing like really freaks me out. So whatever this book is doing to unsettle me and make me feel really uneasy is working really well. I want to make it last the whole weekend, but right now it's only Friday, and I don't know how much longer I can stretch it out because I'm having so much trouble stopping myself. Like I just keep going through it because I'm just loving it. Welcome back to my adorable car. It is the second weekend of the Halloweekend Readathon. I just finished Rouge last night by Mona Awad, and it was incredible. Oh my god, I loved it. And right now I'm kind of feeling a little bit stuck about what to read next because I loved Whalefall. I loved The Haunting of Alejandra. I loved Rouge. So I've had just like 3 great books in a row. And so now I'm like, oh God, I don't want to break my streak. Where do I go from here? So I'm taking a little break from reading, and I am going to run to Goodwill. And I'm going to look to see if there's any cute little paintings that I can do this little ghosty challenge that everybody on the internet is doing right now. So I've got my my pumpkin cold brew here with me. And so we're in good spirits. Happy Halloween. Salem's Lot. I loved that one. Did you read Pet Cemetery? Yeah, that one I loved. How did you feel about Pet Cemetery? I wanted to do a little update for you here. I just finished doing sprints with Lauren from Happy Haunts Library, which was so much fun. That was my first time ever doing reading sprints like on camera, and I was like really nervous for how that was gonna go and if that was gonna be awkward, but it was just so much fun. And like Lauren is just like one of my favorite creators, so talking books with her was just like such a good time. Oh, I loved it. So I just wanted to give an update on books that I've read so far for Halloweekend. So I've completed 3 books and I'm currently working on my 4th book. So I read The Haunting of Alejandra. I listened to that on audiobook because I got it from my library this week, and I really enjoyed like the exploration of generational trauma and what it means to be a woman and to be a mother and a wife, and all of these roles that women are pushed into, and like the relationships between women throughout the story. I really loved. The other 2 that I finished that I have the physical books for, the first one was Whalefall by Daniel Krause, which is about a man who gets swallowed by a whale, and while he's inside of that whale, there is lots of just reflection and deep like internal exploration happening of himself, not the whale, although kind of the whale too. But I just thought that it was such like an interesting way of telling this story of grief and loss and healing, and I really loved it. And underwater horror really gets to me, and so just like that feeling of being trapped, being underwater, isolated, claustrophobic, like those feelings were all there. So very vivid that way, but also just like the story of the character, his relationship with his father. My gosh, it was really beautiful. So I do highly recommend this one. And Lauren read this one as well and also loved it. So we kind of can't stop talking about how much we love it. And then the other book that I finished, my highly anticipated read, which was Rouge by Mona Awad. And oh my God, I can't stop thinking about this book. You know, there is like this longing for beauty and how that can turn into an obsession, and what people will do for what is considered beautiful or beauty. And I just was so like confused and disoriented a lot of the time, and I loved it. Like it made me feel, it was so trippy. Oh my God, yeah, I don't know, I just like, I was feeling like really like uneasy and worried like the whole time, and it just like, it was so good. It was so good. So this was one that I wanted to like slow down and take me a while, and I had such a hard time stopping and slowing down because it was, I couldn't put it down. It was so good.
So I've had a really good run so far, and I just started If We Were Villains by ML Rio, and I am loving it so far. I'm still in Act 1. We've just gotten to Halloween, but it is about a group of 7 students in a classical conservatory setting. They are Shakespearean actors, and so there is a lot of Shakespeare in here, but because I love Shakespeare, I do, like, I know the references, I know the plays and everything, so I'm really loving it because I have a lot of background information for it. It might be a little Shakespeare heavy for someone who isn't as obsessed with Shakespeare as I am. But, oh my god, they've just done Macbeth, and Oliver's covered in blood. Stage blood, maybe. I am excited to see where this one goes, and I will update you once I have finished it. And yeah, I don't really have a lot of other plans for today. I'm probably going to go downstairs and do a little bit of cleaning. I need to place a grocery order. So I've got some things that I need to do before I can just like get back to my reading. But yeah, that's where we're at, and it's been a great weekend.